Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it, guys. Today we're going to talk about some options that would be better than the current Battle Pass vehicles that we are getting. I think everybody was expecting something along the lines of the Strike Master again, but no, we are getting a prop again, and we are getting one that it's a very old one, the IL-8, right? But there are some other options out there, guiding and guys, that I wanted to talk a little bit about it, you know, options that would make more sense. One of them would be something like the Hawk. The Hawk, of course, can be added as a Tech 3 vehicle or even as a premium if they want to, but it's an aircraft that in the models that are more focused on training than anything else, it could be actually a good Battle Pass vehicle. It can be a very low BR aircraft, you know. Of course it would be probably higher than something like the Strike Master, but I think it would be a cool aircraft to have as a Battle Pass vehicle. By the way, guys, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be a Tech 3 vehicle as well. The thing is that Battle Pass vehicles, they normally try to bring something that it's a tiny little bit of unique or a different version of aircraft that it's already in the game, something along those lines, right? The Strike Master was kind of a point out of the curve. So, of course, it is pushing a little bit of the normal limits that they normally had with aircraft being added to the Battle Pass. But it's a sign that they might consider other aircraft, and especially higher tier aircraft. So, although, yes, something like the Hawk wouldn't be as low of a BR as the Strike Master, if, this is the important part, if they never add a Hawk to the Tech 3, it could be a Battle Pass vehicle, even if it's like a rank 4, like, or even 5 with a 7.0 onwards BR, you know. Same goes for something like the Tucano, the A29 specifically. That would be the best variant. Well, guys, this is interesting because the Tucano is a turboprop, you know. It would be slower than these jets, but would basically have the same kind of max speed, around 500 kilometers per hour, depending on the situation. Normal, I mean, I'm not saying top, like, max speed, but yeah, something along those lines, right? Very light armor, very light, like, armament, only 250 cows internally, so very similar to something like the Strike Master that we received, right? So it would be perfect to be a 6.3, 6.7 vehicle, and it would even be a prop. So I don't know, guys, it would be more fun. I think there's a lot of people that would enjoy them. Most definitely more people would want that instead of the IL-8. But the thing is that, of course, if they are planning to add that aircraft for a Tech 3 in the future, well, then they probably are not going to add it soon. But if they're not going to consider that, why not add it as a Battle Pass vehicle? It would be a cool, different trainer that can do some light attacks and some form of air-to-air against the older aircraft in the game. Another example that could be added would be the trainer versions of the L39 Albatross, right? Or something along those lines. Even the 29, the Delphin, I think it's called, or something like that. All of these aircraft are very old trainers, very similar to the Strike Master. The performance of them should be very similar to it, maybe a little bit better, but not by much, right? The same goes here, guys. Every single aircraft that I talk about, I'm bringing them up because, honestly, if they're not going to add these vehicles for the normal Tech 3s, like, add them as a Battle Pass vehicle, as an event vehicle, as a premium. The Albatross, of course, as I said, I mean, I still think that the light attack versions of it would be better for the Tech 3, but maybe they can add just a light, you know, trainer version of it. They can carry very non-guided stuff, some, you know, gun pods like the 23mm Grisha 23, so something along those lines. So that even though it had more performance a little bit than the Strike Master, it would be on par of not having a lot of ammunition and everything else. Remember, the max speed of this thing would be 750 kilometers per hour. I think the only thing that it would differ a lot would maybe be the acceleration, but even then it would be very similar to the Strike Master. Another one that maybe we should see as a Tech 3 vehicle, but again, if they never add something like this for any Tech 3, we could see it as a Battle Pass vehicle, and it would be a lot cooler than these older aircraft. And of course, I'm pushing a little bit with the limits of BRs and stuff that they normally use, but I honestly think that they should improve on that. They should be honestly always adding tier 4 at least vehicles to the Battle Pass, because I saw a comment on a video yesterday, like my video yesterday about the Battle Pass, that honestly got me thinking, and it was basically, you know, a lot of these Battle Pass vehicles, they're just sitting in the hangar and nobody cares about them. Like, they get the vehicle, but then it's not really useful, or it's very similar to something that it's already in the game, or it's not high enough of a tier to matter too much on the grind, and then nobody plays with them, you know. So it's like, even at a high point of the Strike Master, you can clearly see there isn't a lot of them. There are some of them flying around, but do you even remember the last time you saw a Battle Pass vehicle from like previous Battle Passes? It's kind of hard to see them, right? Not a lot of people play with them. So I honestly think that it should be considered that they need to add better vehicles. The Super Galeb would be a way better vehicle like that, but it would be around the same level of performance as the Albatross, you know, having a little bit more of a max speed, and using a little bit more of rate of flight, rate of climb and stuff like that. And of course, it would carry the same type of armament, Grisha gun pods and some other minor pylons with other stuff. Even the last one, of course, not gonna talk too much about it, would be even the Alpha Jet. If they don't wanna add the Alpha Jet as a Tech 3 vehicle, which I think would be like really wrong, add them at least as a Battle Pass vehicle or something. So yes, that's the idea, right? There's all these other vehicles that they're not really that good to be a Tech 3 vehicle, but they would be very fun to have for a Battle Pass, very unique and collectible. And they wouldn't be just an aircraft that it's just sitting in the hangar with you never playing it with it again. They need to change this thing on the Battle Pass, guys. The vehicles are normally not really interesting enough for people to actually continue to play with them. And I just hope that they change it a little bit on that. Let me know in the comments what you think about these options, and if they need to do some changing on the Battle Pass in your opinion. Subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye.